History of trigonometry. So, trigonometry is a branch of mathematics concerned with specific functions of angles and their application to calculation. So, most of the time when we heard trigonometry, what comes in your mind? So, trig, no? Meaning trig, three. So, most commonly, you have the triangles, triangles, trigonometry. So, there are 6 functions of an angle commonly used in trigonometry. Their names and abbreviations are sine, and the abbreviation is SIN, the cosine, or the COS, or the cos, and the tangent, which is the tan. Cotangent, secant, and the cosecant. Usually, din tani sila makita, we can see this one sa aton yung mga scientific calculator. So, classical trigonometry. So, paano nag-evolve ang ginatawag na trigonometry? The word trigonometry comes from the Greek words trigonon, meaning triangle, and metron, or the metria, meaning to measure. Until about the 16th century, trigonometry was chiefly concerned with computing the numerical values of the missing parts of a triangle when the values of other parts were given. So, diri siya nagsulod ang ginatawag na trigonometry because some kuno nga angles of a triangle are missing and the other nga mga parts ng triangle, ang i-angle is given a measurement. So that's why trigonometry came in. Several ancient civilizations, in particular the Egyptian. So makita natin sa Egyptian, you have the pyramid, no? Babylonian, Hindu, and the Chinese possess a considerable knowledge of practical geometry, including some concepts that were a prelude to trigonometry. The rhymed papyrus, an Egyptian collection of 84 problems in arithmetic, algebra, and geometry, dating from about 1800 BC, contains 5 problems dealing with the sect. So, trigonometry in the modern sense began with the Greeks. So, nag-evolve na din ang trigonometry. We have Hipparchus was the first to construct a table of values for a trigonometric function. He considered every triangle, a planar or spherical, as being inscribed in a circle. So, ginaanin ako, no? Gina-inscribe ya ang triangle, it may be planar or spherical, as being inscribed in a circle, nasulod sa circle, so that each side becomes a chord. And that is a straight line that connects 2 points on a curve or surface. So, kung makita na ito, nagka-connect lang ang triangle. So, this figure illustrates the relationship between a central angle, this is your central angle, formed by 2 radii in a circle. So, duwa siya ka radii, radius, no? And its chord A and B equal to 1 side length of an inscribed na triangle. So, ang imo A, ang imo B, ang iyan din na center na angle is, ano siya ang central angle natin. So, trigonometry in the modern sense began with the Greeks. To compute with the various parts of the triangle, one has to find the length of each chord as a function of the central angle that subtends it, or equivalently the length of the chord as a function of the corresponding arc width. This became the chief task of trigonometry for the next several centuries. The first major ancient work on trigonometry to reach Europe intact after the Dark Ages was the Almagest by Ptolemy. He lived in Alexandria, the intellectual center of Hellenistic world, but little else is known about him. Although Ptolemy wrote works on mathematics, geography, and optics, he is chiefly known as the Almagest, a 13-book compendium on astronomy that became the basis for mankind's world picture until the heliocentric system of Nicolaus Copernicus began to supplant Ptolemy's geocentric system in the mid-16th century. So, nadako din ang role ni Ptolemy sa evolvements ng ginatawag na trigonometry because he is an astronomer. So as we all know, astronomer, no, so study of the stars. So there are certain nga nga stars na to na kung i-connect mo siya, pwede siya ma-draw. And some of them, amo na ginpaanggid nila sa trigonometry. The abbreviated symbol sin or the sign was used first in 1624 by Edmund Gardner, an English minister and instrument maker. The first definition of a spherical triangle is contained in Book 1 of the Spherica, a three-book treatise by Menelaus of Alexandria, in which Menelaus developed the spherical equivalent of Euclid's proportions for planar triangles. So this is just history, no? Just be familiar with this one. Then gonna proceed to the next topic, which is our